Hello everyone, welcome back to the RoboSamurai channel. Today I will be reviewing the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy 3-pack of Seekers here. And these Seekers were featured in one of the early episodes of the first season, and they finally came out with something that, it covers this a little bit of territory here. We see them in an episode where Chip Chase and goes to Wheeljack's lab, and he basically has to find this piece to repair Optimus Prime, and Megatron orders these three Decepticon Seekers that are on Cybertron, who are still in their Tetrajet forms, to attack them with acid rain. So here it is. I don't have the box anymore, but I do have this now. We have the Seeker Acid Storm, and Acid Storm is on the left here, and then you have Ion Storm, and then you have Nova Storm, and all these three here in order. And the reason why I'm reviewing this is that there is a pre-order that's coming, I believe, in November. I'm going to put a link in the description below. It will be from Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if any other online retailers have it. I'm not sponsored by any online retailers or anything like that. I think that would be nice, but I am not, and I'm not looking for it. However, I think if you're trying to collect these pieces, that this is an excellent opportunity. I will be going through just a quick review of these figures, just to show you what it looks like, compare it to what some of the other stuff that had come before, and so let's get into this. And let's take a look first here at Ion Storm. You can see he's right in the middle here, and he has, it looks like a little bit of mismolding here. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has like a little frown, but he does kind of. So, and they all have this weathering bits, and they're almost in the same places on all of these figures, by the way, where you get a little bit more here and some on the top of this piece here. And you'll notice that these are a nice like solid color of blue or yellow or green. They're almost neon colored, you know. So let's take a look here at Acid Storm. And I know in the Generations release previously they did have an Acid Storm, and it wasn't this bright green, but this is pretty impressive stuff. Again, if you look at the way that the weathering was done, it's almost identical. Almost, it's very dang close. But anyway, I do like it. I like it quite a bit. And here's what they look like from the back. We've got to turn this one around as well. Here we go. And we've got Ion Storm, Nova Storm. So this is Nova Storm, this is Ion Storm, and this is Acid Storm. Remember, Acid Storm is the green one. So we've got all three of them here. Here's kind of the reverse view of these Tetrajets. And no, I don't have any upgrade kits for these. But I will show off the transformations. Some of the nice things about these is that they have some really good articulation. They've got the double jointed elbows here. They've got heads on the ball swivel, so you can swivel it in any direction. They do have a bit of a waist rotation as well. And there's also the knee joint. It goes back about that far. And then you can also get these to go out pretty far here, and of course there is a ankle kind of rocker on the whole foot here. So that's kind of nice stuff on all these. And in general, I like all the Seekers from the Siege and the Earthrise line. I think they've done a really good job with these. So let's turn this one around here and this around here. And by the way, these are light. These do have light piping. And let's see here. Do I have... Yes, I do. So I've got a little light here. Maybe I can demonstrate such a thing. And there, you can kind of see it. It's not great. So, yeah, it's all right. But it does light up. You can kind of see it there. So, that's a little better. But, you know, without doing direct contact into these, it's kind of an interesting thing. Now, these two colors, and someone might say, well, this is just kind of basically a Thundercracker, a Siege Thundercracker, and I kind of beg to differ. So with these figures here, you're not going to get those colors if you happen to be a completist. Let me set these guys aside here, and I do happen to have Thundercracker here, and you can kind of take a quick look at the coloring differences on these. Yes, it is exactly the same mold. You're correct. But you can see that they've just opted to use more of the blue. and the blue is a slightly lighter color. This is almost like an aqua blue, and they've also got some of the red highlighted painting details here. And then these things here are gray, and you got gray here and gray here around this area. No white, but there's blue here. On this figure, it's all blue except for that white right there, and you get a little bit of gray accent up here, but nothing else. Where those are, that is actually black on Thundercracker. So, yep, that's kind of what it looks like. Now, these instructions, they're pretty good instructions. They kind of go through everything here. But I will go through the transformation of one of these, and then I will transform all four of these. Actually, do a little comparison, all of them, their Tetrajet modes, and we'll go on from there. So let's start with. We'll go ahead and start with Ion Storm then, and we'll take off his guns. And the wrists are very similar, I believe, to the Earthrise version of the Seekers. So you're going to take this. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, these wrists do swivel. Excellent feature. Anyway, let's fold this in, and then we're going to collapse this. It's not exactly the same as that, but we'll collapse it and it'll look like this. Do the same thing on the other side here as well. So we'll open this up, we'll fold in that wrist, and then we'll actually, before we fold this in, we'll take this, collapse it in, and do that. Okay, now make sure we got this straightened up, and we're going to pull these here out, and you'll see that there's some tabs here, right here where my fingertips are pointing. You're going to make sure you just disengage those by pushing back on that entire assembly. Now this is on a double hinge, so you're going to take that double hinge and straighten it out so it looks like this. So that's kind of away from his the main part of his torso. You're going to take these and then turn them this way. And yeah, you can go on ahead and tab these together. Nothing's going to happen, so that's great. Let's tab those together there. Okay. Now, we're going to take this head and we're going to flip it all the way back on the panel. Let's see here, is this right? Oh, wait, whoops, forgetting a spot. There's a panel here, and it has a tab right here. That tab will slot into the back of his head right here, and we'll secure that there. Then we'll flip this whole entire thing backwards. Make sure that you have everything kind of clear here. Unpeg this from his chest, and then you should be able to get that all the way down. It should be flipped out like that, and then his head should look like this. Alright, so now we're going to take these arms and we're going to flip them this way just to get them out of the way. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is rotate this whole entire waist joint. Now we're going to collapse these, and these pieces here to fill in the back of his legs are on a spring joint. That's really cool. What we're going to do with those is we're going to take them and we're going to collapse them on top of that, and you can kind of push down a little bit on this so that it lines up with this, and you'll see that there's a slot right here, and then this is kind of a tab. You want to make sure that these things line up. So push this in and then make sure it fits in like that. Do the same thing with the other side. So it looks like this. So now we've aligned his legs in the correct position. We'll go on ahead and take this double joint here, close this on top of there, and then it's not going to snap in. We're going to hold that in like this. The wings are going to be up, and we're going to take this and we're going to fold these down. By the way, let's work on these. Make sure that these are rotated here, and you'll see these two slots here, and there's two tabs there. Flip it in and then tab these in so it's like this, and yeah, it's going to be at an angle like this. This is correct. Okay, same thing on this side. Okay, make sure it's nice and tabbed in. Should look like this. All right, and now we're going to take this, the wing, fold it down, and then there's a tab right here. Tuck it in there. Do the same thing on the other side. Tuck it in there. And the one thing you're going to notice here is that, yeah, these should all line up, and then there is, okay, so let me open this up a bit. This here, these two tabs here are going to slot in here. So as you fold this in, you'll make sure that this tab goes underneath this, and then push these in here. Do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to take this faux chest plate, and then we're going to tab that in right here into those. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to take this assembly here. Hopefully I did this correctly. If not, I'll take out that thing, but I'm going to make sure we do this. Fold it in, snap that in. Now we're going to take his guns, and you can, the way I put them is I put them here. It is possible to put them here as well. So you can put them here or here. That will work. And or you can put it here, which is kind of where I prefer it. And there he is. There is Ion Storm in his jet mode, his Tetrajet mode. I'm going to flip around all the other ones and get them in their Tetrajet mode. So give me a moment here, and we'll get to you in a second. Okay, everyone, and now I've got them back all in Tetrajet mode, and yeah, this is a great looking set. And yeah, I know they don't have a sharp point, none of them did. There are some third-party add-ons where you can buy them, I think, off of eBay. Also, I think Nonef made some of these for a while. Anyway, there is a way you can actually find these on the internet. Right now I'm just showing it in the base mode, so let's take a quick look again at Ion Storm, and you can see Decepticon symbols, and you can see some of the same kind of scuffing, battle damage kind of stuff. And yeah, not a perfect Tetrajet. There's some legs hanging out there, and there is, of course, the faux chest plate hanging out back here, but actually I don't mind that too much. I guess it's fine for me. And you can kind of see some of these. The scuffing is pretty much the same on these, just like in the robot mode. They're in the same spots. This is Acid Storm, same kind of thing going on here. But yeah, so let's take another quick comparison. Here is Thundercracker and his Tetrajet mode, and you can kind of see the difference in the paint apps there. So that's a very different kind of looking blue too. But you can kind of see the things, the way they line up a little bit differently. So regardless, it is different. It is not Thundercracker. You could use it as Thundercracker if you wanted, I suppose. If you want it, if you're a completionist and you need to find this for your set. Anyway, so that's what he looks like over here. So yeah, do I think that you need this set? I think that this is a great set, and I think that if you're looking for it, pre-order this set. It was in the Target stores for a while, and then it kind of vanished. So this would be a good chance if you're looking to get that, especially with these guys. I think that they're well worth it, even though they do have some of their flaws, like the legs hanging out. I actually don't mind that too much because it's literally some of the best stuff that we've ever gotten. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. If you like these videos, give me a thumbs up. If you want to continue to watch more of my Generations Transformers reviews for Siege or Kingdom or Earthrise, go on ahead and subscribe. I've got playlists for this, so thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you next time.